Oh, hi everybody. I know this doesn't look like the usual book that I'm reading at night before I go to bed. Actually, I wanted to highlight a set of books that we carry here in the library. They look very official. This is the New Hampshire Revised Statutes Annotated. These big volumes that are maroon with all this gold lettering are the laws of the state. And this particular copy, published by Thomson Reuters, is the official copy. So this is the one that the state says is the official word of law. We have a complete set here at the library. This is my favorite volume. This is chapter 202A, Public Libraries. And even though I know the laws governing public libraries in New Hampshire, I look at this very often because I want to make sure I understand it, and I want to make sure that I understand every word, because just a change of word can change the whole intent of the law. So we have the whole set here. If you ever have need, give us a call or come down and take a look at it.
Hi, I'm Patty Pennick, Head of Youth Services at the Goffstown Public Library. And today, while I was trying to select my pick of the day to share with you, I thought back to one of my favorite books of all time when I was growing up. And it is Sylvester and the Magic Pebble, written by William Steig, who some of you may recognize his name. He was a prolific author back in the 60s and 70s mostly. This book actually won the Caldecott Award in 1970. I won't share with you how old I was in 1970, but it was a great story then, and it's a great story now. Just to give you a little insight, here is a couple of sentences about what the story's about. Sylvester Duncan lived with his father and mother at Acorn Road in Oatesdale. By the way, Sylvester is a donkey. One of his hobbies was collecting pebbles of unusual shape and size and color. One rainy day during vacation, he found a magic pebble that had the power to grant all wishes. And that's when the fun and the tragedy begin for poor Sylvester. So if you'd like to find out what happened to him, please come into the Goffstown Public Library and ask me to read this book.
Hi everybody, this is Stacy, the Teen Services Library Assistant at the Goffstown Public Library. I'm going to recommend 2 nonfiction teen books to you. That's right, I usually talk about fiction, but I thought I would show you 2 new ones that we have on the shelf right now. Now, you know, all through social media and everything else, sometimes it's hard to decipher the fact from the fiction. So maybe this book would be of interest to you. Science and the Skeptic, Discerning Fact from Fiction by Mark Zimmer. Now, what I love about this is that there are actually 20 questions you can ask yourself while you're looking at something to figure out, is this really science and is this really fact, or is someone trying to pull something over on me? So that's one book you might want to check out. And then, how about this? Quick Guide to Anime and Manga. That's right. I constantly have teens coming up here looking at this stuff. So you want to know what some of the hottest titles are. You want to know the history of it. If you want to know why this Japanese art form is taking people by storm, then this is the book you want to look at. So come check out both of these nonfiction books up on the 2nd floor. Thank you.
Nonfiction. Here's something you don't hear me talk very much about. Unwinding Anxiety. New science shows how to break the cycles of worry and fear to heal your mind. It's a very interesting book that I got because I was interested in learning more about anxiety and how it cripples people, and more people have become affected by it during the pandemic than ever. Judson Brewer is the name of the physician who wrote the book. And it's interesting. It's terrific. It'll make you think differently about anxiety and about other topics as well. Check it out, Unwinding Anxiety by Judson Brewer.
Hi everyone, my name is Rob. I'm the Technical Services Librarian at the Goffstown Public Library. This week, the book I am recommending is The 30-Day Alzheimer's Solution. I chose this one because it has a lot of good food tips for healthier eating, plus a lot of good recipes. I've made a couple from here. One was the butternut squash chickpea curry, And the other one was the chickpea and seed sandwich, which I've made a few times and it's become one of my favorites. So a strong recommendation.
Hi, I'm Liz Erickson, Adult Services Librarian, and one of my favorite things is My Favorite Thing is Monsters by Emil Ferris. Now, I know a lot of times we think that graphic novels are more geared towards kids, but there's a whole world of graphic novels that are beautifully written and have beautiful illustrations that are more meant for the adult reader. And one of my absolute favorite in that genre is My Favorite Thing is Monsters. It's a book set in the 1960s in Chicago, and it's about a 10-year-old girl named Karen who's sort of dealing with feeling like an outsider as she grows up and some family tragedy that's going on. And so within the book, to sort of demonstrate how she feels like an outsider, she actually sees herself as a werewolf throughout the entire book, because the whole catch is she's obsessed with kitschy horror movies from the 1960s. And so what really kicks off the story, however, is that one of Karen's neighbors, one of her favorite neighbors, turns up dead under what Karen believes are mysterious circumstances. So she's playing detective and also dealing with the things that are going on in 1960s urban Chicago, and also dealing with just the normal things of growing up. But what really makes this book unique is actually the art style. So it's written and drawn both by Emil Ferris. And what makes it particularly interesting is that it is all drawn in different colors of ballpoint pen. And what makes this even more impressive is the many different styles of art that Emil Ferris encapsulates in just one book. Karen is a budding artist, so she often visits the Art Institute of Chicago. So for example, we'll see ballpoint pen drawings of famous art. And we will also see ballpoint pen drawings of fake pulpy horror covers. So whether you're new to the genre or whether you're a big fan of graphic novels already, I highly recommend My Favorite Thing is Monsters.